What is up, good people? Just had to mess with Jungle real quick. Shout out to Jungle Link. If you guys haven't watched it, I love that video where Crypto Eddie got some of the legends together with Jungle Link, DM Logic, and Tony from Thinking Crypto. It was a good video to watch. You guys should check it out. Anything said in my video about any digital assets or any financial moves that I'm making and from my opinions are not financial advice. These are things that I'm doing, so any moves that you decide to make or make after watching this video are solely your own and your responsibility. You are responsible for your financial actions, not me. If you need help, seek a financial advisor. Let's move on. There was some venom spit out in my last video that I felt had to be addressed. Now, trust me, it's all about business when it comes to my videos and in the crypto space, especially with my line of thinking. Now, we're going to talk about emotion for a couple of seconds here. Emotion is a part of our decisions in a sense, because think about how it feels to be able to change your financial situation right now. You will be elated, okay? Most of us will be ecstatic. So we look forward to living better and doing better for ourselves and our families. So there is some emotion involved. But what I'm saying, when you base on what you're doing for the long haul, strictly business. And I'm going to get to the business. Now, the original white paper of Bitcoin, before I go further, it's not about our crypto, your crypto, whatever digital assets you're into versus Bitcoin. It's not the case. I'm talking about the fundamentals of the crypto space and why most of us originally saw it as a utopia for freedom. Now, the original white paper had some great ideas about us working together peer-to-peer and having a value that we all can accept amongst each other, thus getting us out of the clutches of the banks and governments. Now, I had an epiphany on that a couple of years ago, saying that that's not going to happen. Do understand that this will be hijacked by the elites. Not trying to put fear in you, I'm just putting out facts, and I just want us all to live on a level of reality here. It's going to be hijacked by the elites. Oh well, let's move on from that. Do understand that they're going to use the whole cryptocurrency or digital asset system to level up or to upgrade their system of financial slavery. Oh well, thus those of us living in reality understand that. So what can we do? We can hedge our position by acquiring digital assets, the same way I was hedging my position with precious metals, which I still do. Held off for the moment because I'm trying to stack my digital bag. But nonetheless, we're all trying to hedge our position with digital assets. Now, again, I'm going to repeat this. Do understand that these people have hijacked digital assets. And what they're going to do is upgrade their financial slave system with digital assets. What we can do is hedge ourselves with digital assets. Plain and simple. Okay? So, this is business. And do understand, business is commerce, and the world is ran on commerce. That's what you need to understand. And that's why I'm so enthusiastic about the Ripple Corporation and XRP. Now, the elites will hijack Ripple, okay? I understand that, and I want you to understand that. But what you have right now is a unique opportunity. I don't want to sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but there are some people that just don't get the reality of what we're living in. The elites will hijack Ripple. They will hijack its use case and use it against the people. But what you can do is capitalize off the opportunity to hedge yourself to be ahead of the game in this financial system that they control. Do not get it twisted. They control it. But the window of opportunity to put yourself ahead of the game, ahead of others that are still living in zombie land, is great. You still have time to position yourself to at least be in a better status quo within the system, because that's the only thing you can do. Because like I said just a second ago, the world operates on commerce. And I'm going to give you an example. Now, us Americans are aware of the whole, bus boycott years ago, about 40 years ago, actually almost 50 years ago in Montgomery, Alabama. Black and white Americans, we know this. Blacks weren't allowed to ride in the front of the bus. Better yet, they weren't allowed to ride in any, particular area that they felt was comfortable for them. They were made to sit in the back of the buses. Only whites could sit in selective seats in the front. Now, Black Americans decided to say, okay, so since we can't select our seating on the bus lines, we opted to just boycott the whole bus system. Now, laws were penned and changed because of that action. You want to know why? Not because just everyone had some epiphany and decided to love and care for each other. It was commerce that changed that decision. The business of black folks boycotting that bus line dwindled. They lost a lot of money, plain and simple. Profits dwindled, money was lost, and they needed those monies to enter back into that system. That's why the laws were changed. The seating laws were changed for blacks to enter back into the bus system. They ended their boycott and everything changed. I'm not going to say it was lovely, but the business changed for that reason. It wasn't because of happiness and everybody wanted to kumbaya. Money was lost. Money need to be acquired again. That's what happened. So what I'm trying to get you to understand, that the world operates on commerce, not feelings, commerce. Look up the UCC, the Uniform Commercial Code. That's how business is operated around the world. That's how companies and countries interact with each other around the world, especially countries. Do not get it twisted with that everyone's holding hands and respecting each other for some sense of love and peace. No. Matter of fact, the only thing that keeps peace is whoever has the bigger gun. Think about it in the hood. Nobody messes with nobody when they know that person is not to be effed with. That's the only thing that keeps peace. Same thing around the world. Understand man, understand commerce. Now, the reason why I'm enthusiastic about XRP because of its use case and how it stands to be used, and its undervalued price action right now. XRP will be number one. It will be the utility of the world. This is not me having a cheerleading session. I'm just going by the evidence presented by a lot of great YouTubers out there that present this information that can be vetted, and the information I receive personally that I vet. All the ducks have been lined up. Come on, guys. The people watching my videos and others are very aware and extremely in tune into the business of the Ripple Corporation and XRP. And if you're in tune to that, I'm quite sure you're in tune to your other digital assets that you hold. Let's not play. We hold the other digital assets. And if you don't, you're probably sitting on a shitload of XRP. And I salute. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is that the whole previous video that I made, please do not let nobody pull you into that abyss of emotion. The world operates on commerce, not emotion. So whatever it is you're doing in the digital asset, space, predicate your decision on business, not emotion, or not the ideals of what created Bitcoin. Because if there is some lone person out there that created that for the benefit of us, I definitely salute them. I honestly do. But what if that's a plant? What if that was a plant by the CIA? And what about Ripple? That could be hijacked by the elites. I'm not trying to, give you guys a tinfoil hat. This information is out there. And judging by the template of what has been going on in our countries and worldwide, come on, man. A lot of this stuff is right out there. A lot of declassified documents are out there to prove how the world operates. And you better get yourself up on it. So what I'm trying to tell you is that operate in the sense of commerce, not emotion, not because of the ideals that you believe will be the Shangri-La for everyone, because that's bullshit. It's not going to happen. You have to operate within commerce. Put yourself in a better status quo within commerce. That's the only way you're going to free yourself. That's how XRP and other digital assets will save you from banks and government. And not necessarily save you, but give you a better argument in their system. It will get you noticed, recognized, a voice, and not only that, it will give you more power. Come on, man, we've seen it. Money is power, plain and simple. Money and knowledge. Knowledge how to generate that money and how to operate in their system. Money and power, period. No, knowledge, money gives you power. Understand how the system works. This is business, not personal. This is commerce, not emotion. This is chess, not checkers. And if you want to think this is a game, you better play it right. That's all I'm trying to get you to understand. The fundamentals of why Bitcoin was created was wonderful. But you need to live into the reality that all that has been hijacked. That is not going to happen. You really think these people are going to give you some type of tool? Because remember, everything that we're using in the space, everything you use every day is a tool. The dollar is a tool. So don't let these people get you in this emotional cloud that everything is just going to be fine if you just believe. That's bullshit. Bitcoin is a tool. XRP is a tool. The dollar is a tool. The yen, the yuan, the pound, the euro, all of it is their financial tools. That's it. The dollar is a tool until I'm done with it. The dollar is going to be a tool until they are done with it. XRP is a tool, and it's one of the greatest tools you can have in your tool bag. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And yes, there are other great digital assets that can be tools financially for you. So I'm not putting down other assets. Trust me, I'm holding some bags of others. But what I'm trying to tell you is that XRP is going to be a premier asset to have. I honestly think it's going to be equated with gold, silver, oil, all those things that run the world. Do believe. Why do you think that the supply is so high? It's because of its demand, its liquidity use. I'm not going to get into technical stuff. There are other guys for that. And if you've done your research, you already know. Okay? But think about the volume and the way it's supposed to be used and the burn. Okay? You think that burn rate is going to be insignificant? Think again. Why do you think it's going to go up to possibly 589? When it becomes so liquid with that burn rate behind it, what do you think is going to give it the value? When something is more rare, it becomes more valuable. That's why you got to hold on. XRP will be a premier asset. And I'm going to tell you something about business, okay? Personally, if it was me, I would love to control food and water. People, you got to think about business and commodities with this. Again, don't get in the kumbaya phase that, the original white paper of the ideals of cryptocurrencies was supposed to save us from these people. It's not going to happen. Positioning yourself in a chess-minded mode is what's going to save you or protect you. That's it. It's all about being wise and operating wisely in commerce. That's it. A billionaire starving to death would give you all his wealth for something to eat. So what I'm trying to tell you is be strategic in what you control and what you have in your hands. I'm Rob Cash, XRP, baby.